Welcome back to Yoga for Irish Dance. I'm Amelia, and in today's video we are going to be doing some asana for flexibility, specifically leg flexibility. And the format of today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to show the poses and then hopefully this works out, do a little voiceover explaining the poses and talking through them. So less of a yoga flow today and more of individual poses, just to give you guys something a little bit different. So let me know if you like it, and let's get started. So the first asana we're going to jump into today is Anjaneyasana, and that is crescent pose or low lunge. This is a great hip opener. You can do it with the arms raised, you can do it with the arms on the leg. You could also grab some blocks for different variation. Lots of good options with this pose. Sometimes I also put a little pad under my back knee because it can put a little bit of pressure on the knee that's on the floor. So really picking a variation for your Anjaneyasana that's going to work for you and help you the best for opening your hips. Up next we have Kapotasana or pigeon pose. This is a variation of pigeon pose, and there are lots of variations, so always do what's right for your body. This is a wonderful hip opener, not only for the back leg but for the front leg as well, and it gets to that outer thigh on the front leg, and I like to get into it through three-legged dog. And then your front leg doesn't have to be parallel, but you are going to bring that front foot to meet the opposite hand when you bring it forward. You can do this sitting tall, you can do this reaching out long. There's another variation where you can use the block underneath the hands as you are up. You can also place a block under, for me I usually put it under my outer thigh. You'll see me do it, and that just kind of helps give some elevation to the hips and brings a little bit more comfort. So pick a variation that works well for your body and where you're at. Moving on to Baranasana or bound angle pose. You bring the soles of the feet together. You allow the knees to drop open as you feel the hips opening here. It's a wonderful hip opening stretch. You can do it sitting nice and tall. You can do it reaching forward. You could put a block or a blanket under one knee or both knees to give a little bit more support. And another variation of this pose is Supta Padangusthasana, which is just reclining bound angle pose. So you can lay back and again let gravity do the work, or choose a variation that works for you. Next we have Ardha Hanumanasana or half split. This is a wonderful pose for opening up those hamstrings, lengthening those hamstrings. You might even feel it into your calf. Wherever you feel that sensation for any of these stretches is perfect for your body, of course. So just noticing where you feel the sensation on each of these stretches as you go through in each of these poses. With this one, there are a lot of different variations. You can use, again, those blocks if you want. You could also, I don't show it, but you could place a bolster under the backside in between the leg. You could use some pads under the knee. You could use those blocks under the hands. Lots of options here for your half split. On deck next we have Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana or standing split. This is a wonderful pose for, you're going to work your balance, you're going to get that hamstring flexibility, that hip opening again, and you're also going to work your strength in your legs. Lots of variations for this pose, so definitely grab those blocks if you need them, or something else to rely on. You don't have to have blocks, you could use a little table or the wall, whatever you've got. And the half split we did right before this is a great pose to lead into this one, because you do open up those hamstrings a little bit before you try your standing split. And we have the ever favorite Uttanasana or forward fold. You can also add a little twist into this if you want, or a little sway. Make sure that head and neck is fully released. You could also grab opposite elbows if you wanted. Again, wonderful thing about yoga, lots of variations. There's no right or a wrong way, right? There's no perfect pose, so just do what feels right for your body and notice those sensations. Next we have Trikonasana or triangle pose. This is a wonderful pose for flexibility of the legs and also strength, once again, right? So you want to make sure you keep that heart open, the chest open as you go down into this pose. You can also leave that hand that's reaching down towards the floor higher up on the leg if you want, or grab a block and make the floor come up to you a little bit here. But definitely keep that heart open, because this is also a chest opener, which is great. As Irish dancers, we want to have that really nice posture. So leg stretch and a little bit of posture with this one. As you come out of your triangle pose, you will want to deeply bend your front knee just to make sure you come out of it safely. Final asana of the video is Supta Padangusthasana, which is our reclining hand to big toe pose. Again, just like our other asana today, lots of variations here. You can, of course, take those peace fingers in between the second toe and the big toe and use those. You could also have the hands behind the quads, behind the calves, wherever feels best for you. Or if you have a strap or something else in place of a strap, you could grab that and put that over the arch and use that to help you hold on here. You can also play with opening the hip up a little bit if you want to take the leg out to the side, or just leave it in front. Bottom leg can be bent or extended. Again, all about your comfort and where you want to be for your pose today. Thank you again for being here with me. I hope you all enjoyed this week's video. I know it's a little bit different than I normally do, but let me know what you thought of it. If you liked this kind of video that was just more about the asana, or if you like the full flows. I know some people like to put their own flows together, so hopefully this gives you some flexibility in that way as well. I will see you guys all next week. Bye.